So I just want to do a short video on staying focused, right? I kind of touched on this a few weeks ago in my stay focused video, but I just kind of want to talk about right, why you should focus on one hero at a time, right? It's right, like when you're investing in heroes, like you don't want to spread your resources too thin. Like it's just better to be focused on one hero, right? Like I said, maybe you'll pick your team. You'll have like Aurora, Sebastian, Celeste, and then you'll pick like two DPSs, right? You just need those heroes to strong enough to survive. And then you might just start focusing all into Aurora, which is actually a pretty good early game strategy. Aurora is really powerful. Like if you're just focused on Aurora until you can get her as high as you can, until you really can't get her anymore, then you can switch like Celeste is like the next one, right? And just kind of do it one at a time. Right? Like I said, you don't need to put a lot of investment into the other heroes until you get, like your current one, like strong. It's just better to do that. And then once you got to your 3 heroes or 5 heroes, right, and now you have like an actual team, you can start focusing on like a 6 hero, right? And just focus on the stuff. Just focus on that hero, just one at a time, right? Just do one at a time, because like when you spend resources, those are sunk costs into a specific hero, and by taking your time, right, you actually give yourself more time. Just like let those resources pile up, then you actually have those resources for that hero, or you might be able to have more time to decide which hero you actually want to invest in next, which hero to focus on next. So there's also that advantage, right? And it's the same thing with like pets, right? When you're doing pets, right, you don't want to go get all 7 pets to blue right off the bat, because you can only use 5 of them as patron, right? And for the most part, you just, right, early on, right, you really need to get into Violet for patronage. That takes some time, especially early on. And it's, right, if like Aurora's your tank, like a lot of times you want Kayn to be your first pet, right? Because once he gets a Violet, you get this Dark Patron ability, which lets hero gain extra bonus energy for dodging, right? So Dark Patron is very good. Right, and once you get to Violet, you can either keep going with Kayn, or at that point, that might be when you switch to your second pet. Right, Axel is generally the best overall pet for combat. His patronage is kind of meh. It's good on like a squishy hero like Lars or Celeste, but not as important. Mostly you want him for his in-combat ability, the Bubbles Justice. Right, so that a lot of times, like after you got Kayn to where you need it to, so Aurora's getting good energy gain, you then probably switch to Axel, and then just kind of focus on Axel pretty much as far as you can take him before picking up another pet, right? Because Axel's super important for combat, and he is definitely the one you definitely want, right? So just stick one at a time, stay focused, one pet at a time, one hero at a time. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video informative. Thank you for watching.